The first ever Golf Curry Cup was held at TPC Harding Park in San Francisco by Stephen Curry and his underrated brand, the inspirational lifestyle project to inspire undervalued and underrepresented people throughout the world. Why did Steph Curry attend the underrated golf launch Curry Cup event? How did Stephen Curry develop his passion for golf? Stay tuned to find out all the important unanswered questions we need answered. First up, who is Stephen Curry? Wardell Stephen Curry II is an American professional basketball player who plays in the NBA for the Golden State Warriors. Many experts and analysts consider him to be the best shooter to ever play basketball. Basketball has changed with a greater reliance on three-point shots. Due to his historically high volume of incredible three-point shooting, Steph Curry is credited with starting the NBA's three-point shooting revolution. He was born on the 14th of March 1988 in Akron, Ohio, to Sonia and Del Curry. He spent the majority of his childhood in Charlotte, with a brief spell in Toronto. He went to Davidson College, where he lit up the March Madness tournament in his junior year, garnering a large amount of NBA interest. In the 2009 NBA draft, he was selected 7th overall by the Golden State Warriors, which was a franchise-changing decision. Steph Curry was drafted by the Golden State Warriors in 2003. He won his first MVP and championship with the Warriors in 2015. In 2016, he led his team to the best ever regular season record. Steph won back-to-back rings in 2017 and 2018, just losing out to the Toronto Raptors in 2019. Next up, what are Curry's achievements? He is the first player in league history to win unanimously, getting all 131 of the available votes. Curry averaged a career-high 3.1 points and 2.1 steals per game last season. He also won the scoring title and led the league in steals and free throw percentage. Curry also joined Barry and Wilt Chamberlain as the only players in franchise history to average at least 30 points per game in a single season, becoming the first Warrior to do so since Rick Barry in 1966-67, 35.6 points per game. The biggest rise in points per game by a reigning MVP occurred in his scoring average that year. Curry made 2,000 three-pointers in just 597 games, which is 225 fewer than the previous record holder, Ray Allen. Curry also accomplished the feat of making 1,000 three-pointers in the fewest games, 369, more than any other player. Earlier this season, Curry passed Reggie Miller on the all-time three-pointers made list, and now sits close to Allen on that list, with 2,709 made threes in his career. Curry is 264 three-pointers behind Allen. In short, he was chosen for the All-NBA team 8 times, was twice named the NBA Most Valuable Player, MVP, won 4 NBA titles, and was also elected for the NBA Finals MVP Award and NBA All-Star Game MVP Award. He was also an 8-time NBA All-Star and 8-time All-NBA selection, including 4 times on the first team. Next up, what is the Curry Cup event? The Curry Cup competition was started in 1999 by Bob and Paul Curry, who were the owners of Colne Valley Golf Club at the time. It has since grown to be a well-known and significant golfing event. The league, which originally included 10 teams, is now being played by 15 teams, including clubs from Essex and Suffolk. 3 leagues are formed in November, and the competition is played on a league system. Within their group, each club competes in 2 home and 2 away games. The victor of each group, together with the highest placing runner-up, advances to the neutral site semifinal knockout stage. The semifinalist winners advance to the final, which is alternately hosted by each of the other teams. Next up, how many threes has Curry made this season? Steph Curry concluded the 2021-22 season as the league leader in one statistic despite missing 18 games, including 12 in the closing weeks of the season. With 285 made triples, the 2-time most valuable player has the most made three-pointers of the season. Buddy Hield of Indiana came in second with 262 three-pointers, trailing only Curry. 81 games were played with Hield during the 2021-22 season. Curry played the fewest games, 64 total, out of all the players who were in the top 10 for three-pointers made during the 2021-22 season, including the most recent 2. Curry has now finished first in the NBA in made three-pointers in 7 different seasons. Curry eclipsed shooting guru Ray Allen to become the league's all-time leader in made three-pointers with 2,974 in his career in December against the New York Knicks. Curry made 6 or more three-pointers in more than 20 games, en route to leading the league in made three-pointers. For the Warriors in 2021, 21 to 22. The 34-year-old shooter made 9 triples in 4 different games. Curry averaged 11.7 three-pointers per game and shot 38% from long range for the season. Next up, what type of video games does Stephen Curry play? Stephen Curry's 2 young daughters keep him on his toes with smartphone games. Games are designed to help them learn and keep them entertained. Curry has been featured in numerous video games, including NBA 2016 and NBA 3D World Tour 2016. Cover shoot 'em up. Therefore, it makes sense that Curry and his wife Ayesha would eventually work together to create a video game that his daughters could enjoy. Curry told Bleacher Report, "We thought it'd be cool for our girls to have a game that their mom and dad were on, something that they could try out." The Currys decided that setting their new video game in a restaurant would be a great idea. They worked along with PM Studios to develop their version of the well-known restaurant management game genre, Chef Curry. "Bringing Chef Curry to life has been an incredible experience," Ayesha Curry said in a statement. "When we were conceptualizing the game, I wanted to make sure it reflected the challenges, intensity, and gratification that goes along with managing a kitchen. Whether at your home on Thanksgiving, serving friends and family, or in a high-paced restaurant serving customers." Next up, why did Steph Curry attend an underrated golf launch Curry Cup event? Curry earned his 4th NBA title earlier this summer and bagged his first NBA Finals MVP award, but his success on the hardwood hasn't lowered his passion for golf. The Golden State Warrior just wrapped up the first season of underrated golf competition with the first annual Curry Cup. It is an event that saw 26 of the top boy and girl golfers competing for the inaugural title. The Curry Cup was held at TPC Harding Park in San Francisco. The tournament was won by Ashley Shaw and Roman Sullivan, who won the girls and boys Curry Cup titles. Underrated Golf has held events in Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, and Tampa prior to the Curry Cup. "I'm so proud of all the players who competed in Underrated Golf's first annual Curry Cup," Curry said in a statement. "These boys and girls represent a new era in golf and the beginning of change on the course and across the sport. Experiencing it firsthand and meeting these talented athletes at a time when doors are opening for them in the industry was truly inspiring. I'm grateful to be part of that journey alongside everyone else who made the first iteration of this special program possible." Next up, how did Stephen Curry develop his passion for golf? Stephen Curry reveals how his love of golf has helped him in basketball. Stephen Curry is no doubt the greatest three-point shooter of all time, particularly when it comes to handling the ball and contested shooting. His efficiency and skill are almost unmatched. However, Stephen Curry has spent years enhancing a movement that incorporates painstaking training, unwavering repetition, and his innate abilities. Appearing on a video podcast, What's in Your Glass, with the Lakers star Carmelo Anthony, Steph spoke about how golf enables him to become a sounder basketball player. Steph also spoke about how the consistent effort that golf requires has helped him ground and humble himself. That pursuit of life, trying to get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. It's the most humbling sport in the world, and that for me, I'm still on that chase. I'm 33 years old and still, Curry humbly expressed. The Warriors star responded to Anthony's inquiry on what drew him to golf by stating that his father introduced him to the game for the first time. Early on, Curry's father took him on a golf cart ride and introduced him to the game. He therefore has a strong emotional connection to golf. Next up, will Underrated Golf help the budding talent to foster and flourish? Underrated Golf will organize regional events to identify student athletes whose talent and devotion to sport deserve special attention. After visiting Howard University in 2019, Curry was inspired to pledge support for the club golf team for the following 6 years after speaking with a black student who was a member of the team. This helped Howard Golf recover its position in a Division I competition. Curry and Peyton Manning played alongside Charles Barkley and Phil Mickelson in The Match, Champions for Change, in November 2020, a charity event that benefited HBCUs. There's no doubt that Steph Curry is one of the most favored basketball players in the game today. He is also a genuinely nice man who donates his time to many philanthropic causes. What do you think about Stephen Curry and his new project? Will it really be able to bring out new talent? Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching.